a recent trend we're seeing in a number of African countries is the emergence of the smart cities. What are smart cities? Joining us to help us better understand this is VOA Africa technology reporter Paul Ndiho. Paul, so
hello,
what are smart cities?
Well, thanks, Vincent. Smart cities, the concept of smart cities has been around for a while. It's just that in the last 10 or 15 years, it has exploded. Why? Because of urban migration. There are a lot of people who have been moving into cities. Now, countries are trying to figure out how to accommodate these people. That's why they're coming up with the concept of smart cities. But simply put, smart cities are driven by technology, AI, or advancement of these new technologies help to drive these cities as we know it.
Now, there are concerns, though, of living in smart cities, especially as pertains to technology, because technology has become so invasive, but also to some it's a kind of a risky place to be.
Yes, there are a lot of concerns when it comes to especially data, because most of these smart cities drive their livelihood on data. For example, let's say if it's how traffic is entering into the city, you want that data. How people are using or conserving energy, you want data. So anybody can take advantage of that. But from what we know now, most people who are using this data, they're using it for the good. We have not had incidences where some people have taken advantage of this data to do harm, especially when it comes to like national grid, tapping into hospitals. But for example, the cities, let's say Cape Town. Cape Town is one of those smart cities that leverages its data to improve the city, to do housing, to figure out how to police the community, to build new schools. So we've seen when data is used very well, it can help to urbanize some of these smart cities that we are talking about.
Interesting you referenced Cape Town, but is evidence that more of the older cities across Africa are making efforts to transform into smart cities, besides, of course, building cities right from scratch?
That's a great one. Let me put it this way. We've had an advantage. The technological advancement, we've had an advantage of that. Compared to the Western world, we did not have that infrastructure. In the Western world, people had the infrastructure. So the difference between here and over there is that here they're doing more gentrification because they had infrastructure already existing. They cannot build smart cities. They have to build around existing infrastructure. When it comes to Africa, we did not have that infrastructure, so we are leveraging on technology. In some cases, we have gone and recreated or built brand new cities like Konzo, like Echo, like New Cairo, places where people are tapping into technology. The other point I could make is the intellectual balance of power has been shifting in our favor, meaning that we have access to the internet, we have access to technology, we have access to the best engineering schools, the best architectural schools. So Africans are also tapping into that to make sure that they are part of this global community where exposure is everything. People are able to leave their villages, go to Beijing, come here to Washington and learn from the best examples. So, and because of that, they are able to take that knowledge back to their home countries and come up with these smart cities.
Superb. Paul, thank you very much.